Good morning, collective. I love you, I love you. Hey, so Spirit wants me to remind you where you were when Princess Diana died, when you heard it on the news. Spirit was reminding me of how quiet it was when you were watching that news. It's like you could have heard a pin drop kind of quiet, you know, when you were watching the news and you saw the car in the tunnel. And Spirit said to me, do you know why the world was so quiet? Because she didn't deserve it. She didn't deserve it. She had like liquid gold in her spirit. And of course, nature takes over when there's gold involved. Just like the gold rush of California, where everyone like killed and pillaged to get to their stake and their claim. Nature's not stupid. They recognize something valuable. But she didn't deserve it. I feel like, collective, maybe you didn't even want to do your mission today. Maybe you didn't even want to get up and do your readings or your motivational speaking or be you today, because something is just so heavy on your heart. But Spirit made me realize and tell you that you bought the right pesticide. Whatever that means to you. But it's almost like your garden is so kick-ass. And yet you can see all these weeds out there, right? There's a lot of weeds. And no matter how much you go out there and spend time with it, they're kind of taking over the watermelon and the cucumbers. But you bought the right pesticide this time. Because these weeds are on steroids this year. They're on steroids. They're like gremlin weeds. And you can't have that. I'm sorry, but my shit's not going to grow with this stuff. So, Morning Glory. Morning Glory is a weed. I mean, there's some really pretty versions that have been hybrided out of Asia that are gorgeous. But Morning Glory around here are those little white flowers with that vine. They suffocate. They suffocate your garden. And it's pretty to look at, but it's killing everything you're trying to grow. So I just want you to be aware, collective, that you got to go out there and use that pesticide. You got the right stuff this time. Don't be afraid to use it. They're laughing at your garden. They're making fun of your garden. I just think that's kind of crazy, because that's like going outside and laughing at the trees or the sky. Like, oh, look at this. That was created by something outside our power. Why would we make fun of something that we didn't even have a part in? It was a gift, and yet they're laughing at it. Like, oh, look at that moron. Alexa, play This Is How You Remind Me.
Period.
I'm Remind Me, LP Mix by Nickelback on Amazon Music.
Yeah, I don't think people know how hard it is to be an empath, like someone that naturally will be a friendly person, because you love everything. And that is a hazard, because you let Morning Glory grow in your garden because you loved everything. But this time you're going to have to use that pesticide. That's all I'm saying. And you may not be able to stick around because they're after you. They're gonna pursue you in that tunnel, just like Lady Di. You know, she had a lot of spin doctors around her, and they spun a lot of stories. And that was really a tragedy, because she didn't deserve it. But it's up to you to realize when the world stops, because the world will stop, and you'll either go out in a blaze of glory, collective, or you'll live your life purpose, which is what I'm hoping for in this situation. Because I'm seeing a lot of readings about car wrecks. I'm seeing a lot of readings about just really evil thoughts toward you. And that's not the way it was supposed to end. And nature is taking over, and that is the way nature intends it, to just kill the gold, right? And I don't think that's what upstairs wants. And at this point, Spirit's even telling me, my God, you have Satan on your side. That's how pissed they are. Do you realize that? You have employed the demons at this point because they're so pissed at what these people have done to you. Just hang in there. And I'm sorry you're by yourself in this because you weren't meant to be alone. All that comfort from your ancestors is there. You just have to tap into it. They're loving on you, and you can't see it, of course. But pull yourself up and go back into that garden. It needs you. So this is your card. You're waiting. You're waiting for some relief, right? You got your pesticides, but you're waiting for someone to help you. That's my sense right now. And that's okay. While you're waiting, go do something productive. Just kind of get your mind off of it. It helps a lot, okay? And of course, this is you. This is the manifester of great things that everyone resents. Like, how are they doing this? On their own, nonetheless. Because that's what you were created to do. It's just in you. It's like telling a tree not to grow. The tree's like, whoa, why am I even here? You have to be this. This is who you are. This is what you're unconscious of. There's the big bad morning glory. Morning glory. I'll take you over. Because these are the laws and rules and regulations that you didn't follow when you started your garden. You didn't follow these. You could have cared less. You're like, dude, I'm going to plant what I'm going to plant. As long as I got my permits, right? I'm good. This person isn't like that. They're like, yeah, we're going to take you down for that garden. You're like, okay, well, best man win. We have a completion, you know this. You've already gone through the cycle, but you're still in that dark night of the soul probably too. And that's the painful part. Nobody wants to see that when you get your garden accomplished, you know, because you've gone to the fair now with these great products and you're getting blue ribbons and everyone else is getting like no ribbons. But you spent a lot of time out there with that stuff. They don't even know the years and years you were by yourself working on that garden, planning, preparing. Alexa, play Take It Easy, the Eagles.
Take It Easy by Eagles on Amazon.
You're moving away from this. You're very wounded because of all the attacks, right? You're moving away from that and you're moving toward some choices, some options. I don't like this card personally because it's Neptune. It's like that dream. You don't want to be in a dream anymore. You don't want to be taking that potion anymore. You just want something real. So this whole fog of like, oh, look at all these choices you have. It's almost like the devil coming back in there like, oh, look, you could do this, this, and this. You know exactly what you're after. You're very tunnel focused because you're honoring what Spirit wants from you. So don't be like tempted by these options. Most of them they're not even real unless you drink the potion, which Alice down the rabbit hole is done with potions at this point. She's like, I just want to be back with my tree and my cat and my book. Yeah. You are moving to calmer waters, which is good. This is how people see you, as the Fool, with this little like, oh, you have nothing to offer. Yeah, well, we'll see how quiet the world is in that tunnel when the car crashes, okay? Because that's how they see it right now. They see it as a game, as a joke. It's not a joke. You have a real gift to offer. This is hopes and wishes and dreams and all that, wishful thinking. I really don't think you wish for anyone to be in your garden right now. This person may be bringing you pesticide, that'd be nice. This person is fire, so they could bring you some clarity maybe, or some warmth. But that's coming up in your wishes and hopes and all that. You have to remember that there's a reason why this card showed up. This person may not even be real. Okay, and you've had enough discernment now to realize that I don't want to be on stage with that person. Okay, you got to pick what's real. And look, it's the truth. It's the truth, collective. Don't give up. I know it's hard for you to get out here and speak all these awesome words that keep people going, but your batteries are like, I can't even tell you how many people are affected by the batteries that you have inside of you. to keep other people going. So just keep doing what you're doing. I love you, and don't give up.